Alright guys, let's do another look with this Tartelette in Bloom palette. This is a subtle halo eyeshadow tutorial. So I wasn't so sure what I thought about this palette the first time I used it, but I'm liking it more and more because I'm learning how to use it more and more. So I'm just taking that second from the lightest, actually third from the lightest on the bottom, and I'm just blending it into the outer corner and into the crease. I'm not using a base and I'm not putting something down because I use Studio Fix foundation, and that acts as a pretty good eyeshadow base, I find, so why give yourself the extra step? So now we're going into this fun bronzy shimmery shade, and I'm taking this MAC 239 and I'm just carefully patting it, sweeping it on the lid, and I'll go in and I'll do a couple of layers just so you can really build up that shine and that shimmer, and it's really nice and foily and metallic-y, and it really makes the center of the lids really pop and shine. So I'm going in with MAC 217. This is just like a tapered blending brush. Any kind of fluffy brush will be fine, and I'm going one step darker, and this time I'm placing those colors on the inner and outer corner again. So you went from like the light to now the medium, and then I'm just blending it up into the crease. And I say just be really careful and light-handed with those dark colors when you're working on the edges, because I find they kind of go into the center more than you want. So then when I went to the next color, as you can see, I'm using this little pencil brush because these colors travel. So I'm keeping it right on the inner outer corner and then just very gently kind of feathering it to the center and almost staying a little wider than I think I need to, because when you blend, it's going to creep. And before you know it, if you're not careful, your whole lid is brown and you're like, oh, where'd the shimmer go? Because it creeped in. So you keep it out and then you're safe. I think I made my point. I think you know what I'm talking about. So I'm just kind of blending it. I don't want to see where the brush went down. I just want it to be a nice diffusion of color. So I want to go and bump up that center shimmery shade. So to do that, I am going to spritz my brush. Once it's got the eyeshadow on, I spritz it with a little MAC Fix Plus. And as you can see, it makes that shimmery payoff like bam, like way more. You can't even see it on camera, but it's like really shimmery. So we're just cleaning up. We're doing a little concealing so that way if anything fell down, we can clean it up now. Everything is going to get set in a minute with a little bit of powder. But for now, we're going to finish a little bit underneath. So I do the eyeshadow on the top, then the concealer, and then I'll do the eyeshadow on the bottom. I'm using shadow as liner, as I often do on the bottom lash line, and I'm just doing that dark brown on the outside, and then I'm doing shimmer on the inside, like right in the center of the lower lash line, and then I'm kind of just like blending them all together. You're going to be doing a lot of mascara with this look, so it's not that important. You just want to see something, and you can drag it down as low as you like. So I'm using this black, this is like a liquid liner. It's okay. It's a L'Oreal. It's like intense something. It's not that black. It's kind of watery. It's not awesome. But I just wanted something to sort of frame the eye on the upper lash line. And when I go in with my mascara, it's going to help that. So I'm just going along the upper lash line really thin. I had to do a lot of coats to make it black, which is so annoying. Like I want my liner to be black, not black the fifth time I roll over it. So I'm taking this matte coffee pencil. This is just a very dark brown, and I'm putting that right between the lashes because I don't want to see any lid or any skin between my lashes and my eyeball because I want to close all that up. So now I'm taking this really great mascara. I love it. I wouldn't know by the wand, but it really builds those lashes. Look how tiny that wand is. So it's also really good for the lower lashes, but I'm also using it on the upper lashes as well. And I'm just building that and building it as much as possible. Okay, so I am just doing lots of mascara. As you can see, lots of coats. Do more mascara than you think you need, and then do another coat. Setting everything with mineralized skin finish, and then going in with a little bit of this contour kit. It's a Wet n Wild one, but I really, really like it. It's like $5. I don't use it so much as a contour, but I use it kind of more like a bronzer because it's a little bit warm for a contour. And I don't really do a lot of contouring because my face is kind of skinny, so it doesn't really serve me. So I think it works great as a nice matte bronzer. So then I'm going in just a little bit of color, and then I'm going to go in with this other Wet n Wild palette, and I'm using these like pinky salmony shimmery shades, and I'm using those really on the top of the apples and like the upper, like the cheekbones. I always like to put my blush kind of up and higher so the light catches it if it's a shimmery blush, but also my face, I need to kind of lift things up. I don't want to drag things down, so I got to keep that blush above the nose. And then this is just a little highlighter, light touch just on the tip of the nose. I am using MAC Whirl just as a base for my lipstick. It's kind of like spice. It's a little pinker, it's a little browner, it's a little less spicy looking. So I like this as a little alternative. And I'm using that one coat of MAC Mocha and then a little bit of Rags to Riches. I pat it on with my finger so I don't get lipstick and yuckies in the lip gloss tube. A little Fix Plus. And I think we're just about done. I'll zoom you in so you can kind of see. This is it. That's about all we got. And, you know, if you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.
Well, folks, it's time to kick it old school.